Aries, how are you? Welcome back to the Kee of Soul Family, guys. I remember back to last month's Aries reading, and wow, I am feeling such a massive shift in energy. Right, so there is something coming back. Saturn has just jumped out of Aries for the first time in 30 years, retrograding back into Pisces. So something's returning, someone's coming back, someone's going to communicate. There is an opportunity. There is an opportunity. You've got to think about this. You're being given a second opportunity to communicate or to reevaluate something. Very, very important to you. Good luck. The universe is telling you good luck. No, and this is the funny thing about fate. This is the funny thing about fate, is we always have a choice. Yes, certain things are aligned, but we have free will. We have a choice to make our own decisions, and this changes our fate. And I feel like this is really big for you. You know, it is the first time in our existence where Neptune has tailgated Saturn into Aries for the first time in over 148 years. Yeah, about that. It's 148 years. Close to that. Great blessings. It's going to allow you to reflect self-love, new boundaries, reprioritize your needs, not only in yourself, but within family dynamics. This is really going to come back to family, the feminine mother archetype. Anyone feminine in your life, whether that be mother, mother, maiden, crone, there's some form of lineage here that you're able to go back. Now, whatever happened previously, you were not ready to address, and you are preparing yourself. You've been preparing yourself, over the next 6 months while Saturn retrogrades for its very last time in this cycle in 30 years. You're having an opportunity to go back and to reevaluate something or be able to communicate something that's going to change something long term. You're going to be able to understand something differently and gain wisdom from that. Six energy. Don't ever, what's funny about that is Saturn. That is Saturn. That is Saturn. 666 energy. Some people might see it as negative, but it's not. It allows, those boundaries. Saturn gives us boundaries. Saturn gives us structure. Saturn gives us the opportunity to be able to look at something long term. So I definitely feel like that's some rather big significance. Starting fresh. So going back and evaluating this, you're going to be able to start something fresh. This is going to give you encouragement. So you got a taste of what it was like, and now you're able to go back into those dynamics and be more creative, be aware of what you touched base on and in, and allow that to flow back through without moving too fast or being, that, it's the first time in a lot of our, first or second time we've lived with Saturn in Aries, but it's never conjoined to Neptune, which is very challenging. Neptune doesn't do well in a water sign. It can overheat the water or overboil the water, if that makes sense in context. This is going to allow you to step out of your comfort zone, meaning step out of your strong ego structure, your strong assertiveness, and become more flowing. This is the initiating part of an end of a 2.5-year cycle. It's going to really allow you to finish up and finalize what wasn't finished. Yeah, again, devil energy, Saturn, Satan, 666, when people understand the mythologies, something that has binded you, right? If we think about the tree of life, okay, think about the tree of life. We have spirit, the air that rustles in the leaves of the tree, and then we have the roots, which is our lineage and our soul, our ancestry, that is the underworld, the dark, the demonized energies that we don't like to go down into, the ones that chain us to ancestral karmic ties that repeat themselves again and again. This is that energy, and do not fear it, because when you face it and you're unaware of what it is, it causes a lot more damage than actually going, right, yep, I get that, let's work with it. Do not fear those energies. Fear breeds courage. If you did not fear those energies, you couldn't even begin to breed courage to look into it. Queen of Pentacles. There's some form of materialistic outcome that the universe, now this is universal, confronting these energies. Oh my God, 13. 13 is the endings. 13. 1, 3, which equals 4, is an ending. 13, 6, 6. Devil energy. Something is ending. And it might kind of jolt you or wind you. There could be something connected to the lungs. You could be connected to a Libra, sun, moon, or rising. Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. Fire energy, sun, moon, or rising. There's the Queen of Pentacles here. You will be universally rewarded when you confront a very dark aspect that you've been holding back. It's something to do with the feminine. There's something to do with the feminine energy. Oh my God. These cards coincide each other. Look at that. You've got Empress and Emperor energy. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. Empress and Emperor energy. There is something to do with family. Mother, father, father, mother. Grandfather, grandmother. Son, daughter. There is something here that's really strong, that whether you like it or not, it's there is a reevaluation of this energy for a reason. Yeah, definitely be understanding, be emotionally understanding. With the Piscean eclipse, we're dealing with, not only is it a Pisces full moon, but it's also a Pisces eclipse, which only happens every 9 years. It's definitely time to be with the Six of Cups. It's definitely a time to listen, to stop and not think about yourself, but be there to listen and to support someone of a younger age that you either look up to or look down to. Something in a home or family community dynamic that's very emotional, that has been, it's a healing energy. It's definitely something, like something you've been karmically holding on to, something that you've been karmically holding on to in a family, mother, father, mother, maiden, crone archetype in the 4th house of the lineage is very, very, very important. This could affect your income. You need to think a lot about how this is going to affect your job, your possessions, your material possessions, and your income is going to be really, really important. Yeah, it's definitely to do with the family. You're going to have to make a selfless decision to long-term benefit a happy, loving family from it. You've been wishing for this. You don't talk to many people about this. Aries, sun, moon, or rising. Your family dynamics and your happy ever after ending is breaking you, has been breaking you. And Saturn going back into Pisces is allowing you the opportunity that you have been thinking about over the last 2 years. You've been thinking about this. This has been affecting your life for the last approximately 2 years. And you've got another 6 months until February next year of 2026. That's going to, you've got an opportunity. You're either going to keep chained to it and not learn the lesson, or you're going to learn the lesson and break free of the chains. Let's get some more energy of, oh, you could be walking away. So your Aries is going to be walking away from this. You're going to make the right decision. Justice. There could be a legal matter, or you could be connected to a Libra. Discernment, diplomacy. This could be a legal matter involving family, involving Aries, or something with legal, the legalities of a legal matter. It doesn't have to actually be in a court setting. But yeah, very, very strong. Someone is going to make a decision that's going to change your life, that's going to change your happy ever after. This has been, you're breaking free of this. You are breaking free of this. See those swords? You're cutting those swords in the physical mind. You know, we've got earth and we've got air. And when we break free of the chains in our mind, it breaks free in our physical realm. But first we have to conquer the demons in our mind. This is big, Aries. This is fucking big. Loving it. I know this is a really serious reading and I don't even know what's going to come out. But yeah, this is big. And this is just a confirmation. If you have made it this far into the reading, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you're resonating with this, if this is resonating for you. Even if right now it doesn't, come back to this reading and let me know what does. Yeah, there's some form of union, some form of rebalancing within yourself. You know, that, again, there's a rebalancing. We've got Libra, Aries, North Node, South Node. It's so beautiful. We've got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy, the union. It's everywhere. You know, we've got two people. This is about two people. Even if there's other people involved, I feel like, so we've got Libra. So Libra is the scale. So it's the 11-11, the balancing of the energies of a 2. And then we've got the 4 of Wands, which is 2-2. So we have just hit that halfway point of rebalancing something. You know, we've got the mother-child, father-child, the 2-2s. It's everywhere. Like, there's coupled energy, whether that's family or, I feel like this is more family, not couple energy. Could be couples, but I'm feeling family stronger, especially with the Capricorn card. Even though that is career, which some of you, it could be career, but I feel like it's more talking about that lineage energy. Ooh, wow. Yeah, the moon eclipse energy, it's happening. It's activating a 6-month cycle, 6 months prior and 6 months forward. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I am loving that. That is a really good reading. I felt that. I am feeling that strong. Let me know if you're feeling. Let me know in the comments if you're resonating with this. This is really, really, really interesting energy. And I feel like there is a fresh start. There's some, I said this in last week's readings, there are some amazing energies when we work with the moons and when we're aware of the planetary alignments in astrology, connecting with the tarot. We're working with some really amazing energies. Even if they're not so positive, there's always a universal balance in energies, whether we accept it or not, it's there. Third eye, yeah, again, whether we accept it or not, it's there. It's always subconsciously there. Courage. Drugs. Some of you could be overcoming some form of addiction, whether that be smoking, vaping, putting things up your nose, in your mouth, some form of substance, pharmaceutical, non-prescription, street, whatever it is. You've got the courage to overcome those addictions. Could be cigarettes, could be marijuana, shadow. Yeah, you're definitely working on your shadow aspects there. Whoa. Something to do with your brother. This is connecting with your brother. It's time to rejuvenate or reflect the shadow side of your brother's energies. Again, something connecting with the shadow side. So this person may or may not be alive, but something to do with drugs and the shadow side of a brother and rejuvenating your life through what your brother has gone through. That is not for everyone, but that is for someone. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a male. It could be a feminine with a fire energy. Or it could be a female with a masculine energy, or a masculine energy with being a female in the physical. Take what resonates. So you are supported. People think you're clever. You have been avoiding this, but it's time to return home. Stop being so critical. You are really fucking fatigued and you need to stop. You've been very sensitive. Something about a relationship, so a divine union. It could be any form of partnership, whether that be work partnership, a family partnership, a personal partnership, a business partnership. You need to be a little bit more social with your friends. You do feel like you do have a soul connection with this person. Check your emails and check your network as well. You could be around really bad reception at the moment, and it could be hard to be checking your emails, so make sure that you get to a spot to check your emails. That's going to be really important. Yep. And it's time to re-inspire or aspire yourself. Whew. Wow. Oh, I could just keep going. What a reading, Aries. I just felt like there was just so much energy there that was just such a deep reading. I felt like for whoever that was for, that was needed. I hope you have resonated with it. My name's Ellie. This is the Kee of Soul Family. Like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next reading. Bye.